Sweet. I am live. To be honest, I don't think anyone's going to pop on. Oh, look, there's one person. I don't know who you are, but hello. Anyway, honestly, I'm just making this video, and I don't want to do live on Facebook because I don't know. But I will post it. Anyway, I was just on a Zoom call, and we're praying for more of the end of this, end of the virus and this whole quarantine thing. Just reading things about Trump saying another 30 days or longer. But I guess it's crazy. But I guess what I'm thinking of, as I was on the Zoom call, we were praying, and we were just praying for the stop of the virus, and I just, the question came to my mind of like, Lord, there are so many people, good Christians, and Catholics, and all other people too, not just like all Christians, but there's people who are like, Jesus, please stop this virus. I want to see friends. I want to go to a Mexican restaurant. Just want this life back, right? But there's this place, like, there's so many people asking for this thing to stop. And I guess my thoughts, and I know that God is a good God, and I know that He doesn't do things for evil, for harm. And so the question that I have is, okay, God, what are you doing then? It makes me want to posture my heart in a way that asks the question, okay, God, I know that you're good. And I know you listen to us. I know I've seen you stop things. You've ended things quickly. I've seen you work miracles in front of my eyes, and I've heard of miracles from other people, and that you've done through them. So my heart is in a posture of, okay, God, what are you doing? How can I partner with you right now in the fact that I'm quarantined, or I'm in this place of social distancing and all that stuff? And I asked that question. I was like, Lord, what do I do? How do I partner? And I looked down at the time, and it was 5:55. And I've been seeing that, honestly, the last couple of days. And so I was trying to figure out, the first thing that came to my mind was Isaiah 55. And so I opened up Isaiah 55 in my, this thing. That's the Passion Translation. And 55:1 says, listen, are you thirsty for more? Come to the refreshing waters and drink. Even if you have no money, come buy and eat. Yes, come and buy all the wine and milk you desire. It won't cost a thing. And I was just struck by, honestly, I heard, are you thirsty for more? And I started crying. To be honest, hit by the Lord. And I loved it. I don't know, just like this moment, this time of like, am I thirsty? It's like, okay, Lord, what do you mean by partnering with you for this thirst? It's like, of course of course I want more of you. Of course this is why I did what I'm doing. This is why I'm out at Reading. This is why I came here. Is that I want more of you. And I just think of this time as like, okay, like, this is a time to press in. Yes, this is a time to keep praying for the stop of the virus. It is to partner, and it's to reach out to people and to talk to people and to preach the gospel in new ways and new measures, and find new ways of seeing the Lord act. And I guess I was just brought to that fact of like, are you thirsty for more? It's like, am I thirsty for more? And yes, I am. Like, I am literally in the middle of in this time of being like on my own. Someone give me their room so that I'm able to have my own room, and just to go after the Lord. The last couple of days have been just super lovesick for the Lord, and just wanting more of Him. And so I came here and just to like seek Him out, and that's me in the midst of it. And this I'm recording this because I want to share what just the hunger that's on my heart, and or thirst, I should say. But verse 2 goes on by saying, why spend your hard-earned money on something that can't nourish you, or work so hard for something that can't satisfy? So listen carefully to me, and you'll enjoy a sumptuous feast, delighting in the finest of food. It's like this whole time, like, I know people have talked about how this time is like a reset button. I really think so too, is that this time is a time where the Lord wants to reset the earth. Where it's like, hey, like, you guys are doing great, but also what about me? Like, yes, we're more powerful people. We can create amazing things, and we've just gone after this stuff. And I love it. I love how quickly humanity has been gaining things, and the way that we move. And I say more on that. But we also need to remember who we are. We're people. We're people made in the image of His likeness, made in His image and His likeness, and it's just like a reset button. And like what this verse 2 says, like, why spend your hard-earned money on something that can't nourish you? And I know my buddy Jose Mate, he did a healing service yesterday. Was able to jump in, and part of his teaching, and part of it was on idols. It's time to take down idols. And so when I read that, that's what I thought of. Time of taking down idols. And I was reading something earlier out of Jeremiah 13, and it's the whole weird passage on the Lord telling Jeremiah to go buy a belt, and to wear the belt, not to wash the belt, and then to go and bury the belt, and then the Lord told Jeremiah to grab it, and so he grabbed it, and it meant nothing, right? He pulled it out, and it was spoiled, and it was worth nothing. You couldn't use it, and the Lord says to Jeremiah something along the lines of, it's like, this is the way that Israel will be if they don't follow me, if they continue to be stubborn-hearted. And the word stubborn-hearted like struck me. I was like, Lord, where have I been stubborn? Where have I been deciding to be complacent in my time of adoring you? The fact that this time of quarantine, why am I spending more time on my phone and looking at all these memes? And no, not bad. Like, it's good to do that. It's good to laugh. It's good to post things, and it's good to be in connection. It is, but it's just like, Lord, where am I stubborn hardened? Where have I chosen complacency over you? This is a time for me to be able to press in, to have more time alone with you. This is a time for me to be able to come before you and say, God, here I am. I just want you. And so I asked the question. So I've been asking the question, what does that mean? And it's just this time of throwing down idols. It's a time of saying, okay, God, what have I done wrong? Where am I in wrong thinking, or where am I in wrong heart? So I want to lay that down before you, and so I can see you and seek you out. And part of this Isaiah 50, going back to Isaiah 55, I just accidentally flipped the page back, and it was Isaiah 44, which I've also been seeing 444 the last 5 days, which the Lord's always been speaking to me in that in a different way, but also I wanted to speak this out too, is that Isaiah 44:3, verse 3 says, I will pour refreshing water on the thirsty, and streams in the dry ground. I will pour out my spirit on your children, my blessing upon your descendants. And just the fact that that's the place that I accidentally turned to after reading. Listen, are you thirsty for more? Yes, God, I am thirsty for more. I am so thirsty for more. I desire more of you. And then Isaiah 44:3, I will pour refreshing water on the thirsty. That's a promise. God promises that. So in this time that we're in, this time that we have more time on ourselves, on our own hands. It's mark out more time for Him. That's my challenge for you, is to mark out more time for Him. Mark out more time speak to him, to find it. Let him speak to you. Let him caress you, and let him to hold you. He desires all things from you. He does. And I really think make it a point. I don't know. I just have this ache in my heart that this is the time for people to really discover who he is in the secret place, and allow him to speak into who you are. I just couldn't honestly. This can be one of the most beautiful times in our history, that people will meet the Lord face to face in such ways that they're able to tell their children, their grandchildren, this way of like, that time of quarantine. Yeah, the world was chaotic, but I saw him. I saw the one who loves me. I saw the one who created this world and created me and created you. I really think this is going to be. I really think that this is the time for amazing things. Um, yeah. Anyway, love you guys. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Yeah. Amen.